The Seagulls and the Warriors clashed in the grand final in 2011 with some brutal contact from both teams in the opening half and a late Warriors fight back in the second half, with Manly eventually holding on to secure a 24-10 victory on the back of brilliant performances from the Stewart brothers and their experienced forward pack and skillful backline, as this is greatest game of all, and these are 5 interesting facts about the 2011 grand final. Number 5, it was the first time 2 brothers scored in an NRL grand final. Brett and Glenn Stewart lined up for the Seagulls as they had done multiple times before. Brett Stewart was a try-scoring machine, scoring 163 tries across his career, which is the 7th most of all time, with one of those tries being in this match in the 29th minute. His brother Glenn Stewart also scored a try in the 56th minute, and the Stewart brothers became the first brothers to each score a try in an NRL grand final. The last time this happened was back in 1929, when Alf and Frank O'Connor both scored tries for South. Number 4, it was Glenn Stewart's first game back from suspension. Glenn Stewart was suspended in round 25 for being heavily involved in the famous Battle of Brookvale, where him and Adam Blair continued to throw hands just as they were about to walk off the field.
Stewart and Adam Blair, here come the...
Stewart would miss every game leading up to the grand final, but would return on the big day. Determined and ready to rip in, Stewart had the game of his life, sparking a late Manly first half try, scored a try himself, and playing the full 80 minutes in the middle. He was rewarded for these efforts with the Clive Churchill Medal. Number 3, Des Hassell became the only coach to win the grand final and leave. Des Hassell won his second grand final as Manly coach in 2011, but he signed to coach the Bulldogs for the following year, making him the only coach in the NRL era to win a grand final and then leave to coach a different club the following year. He would actually lead the Dogs to a minor premiership and a spot in the grand final, but they couldn't get the job done against the Storm. Number 2, the Seagulls were undefeated at Brookvale Oval. When Manly play at Brookvale Oval, they are one very tough team to beat. The Seagulls proved this in 2011 by going through the whole season without losing at this venue. They did lose only the one home game in a round 21 clash against the Tigers by 2 points, but it was played at the Central Coast Stadium. This incredible record just goes to show how dominant this Seagulls team really was in 2011. And number 1, post-match drama. The ending of this grand final was quite bizarre. Jamie Lyon scored in the final minutes to seal the game, with Michael Robertson taking a shot at goal in his final NRL match, whilst his team and the media were in close proximity to the conversion attempt. The post-match ceremony was actually delayed due to a light failure at the stadium. It didn't bother Manly too much as they just kept on celebrating. Upon receiving his Clive Churchill Medal, Glenn Stewart confronted CEO David Gallop on stage when he shook his hand. This was over his brother Brett Stewart being suspended by Gallop over an incident at the club's season launch.
Terrific footballer. If he doesn't make the Australian team for the Kiwis next month, I don't know, later on the week.
Nevertheless, it was a dramatic finish to a great grand final. So, what did you think of our list? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, chuck us a like on Facebook and this video, follow us on Instagram and subscribe to our channel for more Rugby League Countdowns.